Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new Halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, the 26th day of August. Here we go. A very important law for you with regards to teshuvah, repentance, for everything that we may have done wrong during this past year. And here goes. You know, when it comes to doing teshuvah or repenting for stuff that you've done, it's very important to say to God, what I've done, I'm sorry for what I did, I regret it, I resolve to never do it again, and those are all very important steps. But here's the biggie. I bet you could tell where I'm going with this. If you, God forbid, sin between yourself and a fellow human, especially a Jew, then it gets really tricky. Then, when you've wronged a fellow, and you said bad stuff about him or whatever, and you want to go to God and say, I did this wrong, I shouldn't have said it, I regret it, here's where we're going, you know it. You got to get forgiveness from the person that you've wronged. Until you get forgiveness from the person that you've wronged, all the repenting that you're doing between you and God is not really getting you where you need to go. Your full repentance is only when you've gotten forgiveness from the person that you've wronged. I'm telling you that with about 2 weeks to go almost, or a week and a half, or whatever it is till Rosh Hashanah, because you got to know that. When your repentance, if you want it to be complete, there are people who you've been dissing, doing wrong to, saying Lashon Hara, talking badly about them. You have to get forgiveness from people that you've done wrong to. While I mention that, one more interesting detail, and that is, if you've maligned someone and you said nasty stuff about them, but they don't know it, and it didn't harm them, but you just called them an idiot several times or whatever, if you go up to them and say, oh, by the way, I called you an idiot last week and I want to get your forgiveness, you better speak to your rabbi about how exactly to do that, because that's very delicate, and it might not be a good idea for you to actually speak to the person if they didn't know and you hadn't really financially or physically or whatever harmed them. It was just that you humiliated them without them knowing it and nothing ever happened. You should definitely not do it, but I'm just saying you don't always go tell them about something like that. What you would do is if you say, I cost you some money, because you had a customer that I talked out of blah, blah, blah. Those are the kinds of things that you need to get their forgiveness for, but if you wronged them and they don't know, and it'll cause more humiliation when you tell them, speak to your rabbi about those kinds of delicate situations. You need coaching on that kind of stuff to get it right. Sometimes you won't actually ask forgiveness because it might make it worse. Okay, so get the details straight from your rabbi on what to do if you have those kinds of things going on in your life. Thanks for logging on. Don't ever get those things going on in your life in the coming year, so you won't have to go through this. That's why we don't want to sin. Thanks a lot, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.